confession to make. I am a fully grown adult, but I watch Bluey even when the kids aren't around. In fact, Bluey started even when my kids were past watching Bluey age, and they still love it. Bluey is for all ages. It regularly reduces me to tears. It's like a soothing balm for my soul watching it. And it's Australian. So I decided that I needed a Bluey and a Bingo, some sort of artwork to go on my display shelf. So I was cruising Pinterest and I found these patterns, which were actually from braceletbook.com. So they're for making friendship bracelets, but they're actually, we could make like a vertical pixelated version of Bingo and Bluey. And I just love this idea. So we're going to try and do this out of Lego bricks. So to do this, what do we need? Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to need basic Lego bricks, but there is a problem. Quite a big problem actually. If we were doing this on flat canvas, we could use these square dots, like 1x1 tiles, because they're perfectly square. But I want to make these as a stand-up portrait. I don't know if that makes sense, but I want to use bricks, so I want them to go upright. And bricks, 1x1 bricks, are not square. They are like rectangular with a long bit upways. So to actually translate this pattern directly across, it's going to look a little bit stretched. I had a think and I thought, okay, so we have three tiles make up one brick. So what if we use two tiles? So two of these, no, not tiles, two plates. So if we use two of these little plates and pop them together, would they make a square? And they don't. You know, I've never investigated the maths of the bricks, and this is not great. So if I use like 2/3 of a brick, which is what this is, it's still not a square. And if I use a brick, it's a rectangle. So you know what? We're going to have a go at just using it out of plain bricks. Like, help me. But it could end up, Bluey could end up looking like this. So, but who knows? Let's give it a go. We're just going with the face part of our pattern that we have. So I'm using black. It's going to have a black outline, but the colors here are obviously blue because this is Bluey, who is a blue healer, but she's got different shades of blue. So we've got medium blue for this part here. We're going to put the mouth in here, and I'm going to use brown for the mouth, but this lighter blue is also an accent color, and it's so close to the medium blue. It's called bright light blue. So that's the lighter shade, just in case you're looking up these colors on Bricklink. I struggle with colors. I'm having to try and identify these because they really do look so close. I had to dig through my collection to find these. Anyway, using yellow, also the hay bale style yellows, just for a little bit of what do you call it? For a contrast? No, come on, I've got the right word. It's a little bit of texture. That's it, texture, because I mean, it's already really contrasty, but having the hay bales gives it this really nice, really nice texture. And I didn't want it all just to be flat, smooth brick fronts. So I wanted it to be interesting. Also, it's easier this way because it just means that I can use the bricks that I have. So for the blue, like the darker blue, it's just generic blue color that I don't tend to use a lot, and yet suddenly now I'm using it in the last two videos that I've just done. The white and the black are the eyes, nice big eyes. We're starting to see now whether this is going to look too weirdly elongated or not, but because we can start, it's starting to take shape. Got the top part of the eyes coming in here. We've got the dark blue, blue coming up around the sides. Oh my gosh, getting the eyes in. We have the other eye, which kind of integrates with the snout as well on this side. I've put something wrong over here. We've got whites come up to this, but then I need a 3. Okay, so I wanted to use a 4x1 in this little space with the black instead of a 3x1. It still would have worked perfectly because it was right. I've put out the correct bricks for this actual project, so I don't want to mess up my configuration. Though there was a different way I could have done that. That's fine. All right, up here we've got the little eyebrows, like that kind of sit. Well, I mean, eyebrows obviously sit above the eyes. So for the actual color around the eyebrows, we have a, what's that called? What's that color? Dark tan. So the dark tan, and I've also used an articulated kind of brick for this simply because that's all that I had in that color. It looks fine. It looks fine. It doesn't really matter what the brick looks like from the front, the shape of it. It all looks really cool and pixelated. I'm loving it. Okay, we're going up into the ear. And think we've got we think we've gone as high as we want to go for the right hand side. So this side, we get this one up too, and it's not quite the same. I mean, you don't want them identical. So this one goes, I'm missing a blue brick. It's over here, extra on the right hand side. It's not where it's supposed to be. There we go. Okay, all right. So now we just have to make the black frame. So for our outline, we're going to go let's go from the bottom up, because I have a bit of a problem is that at the moment it's just all going to be kind of floating in the air. So I'm going to use this little upwardy facing curved thing. That's his technical name, little something to make a big strip up the side. If I had have had outward facing studs in the right colors, I could have attached them onto the side, but this is not. This is just going to kind of float off the side, and I'm using what I have because I'm kind of running out of black one by one, so I'm using little tubey ones, which is fine. It all looks good. And then holding it in on the top with another little curve bit, curving them all the way around the side. I mean, I could have done this so many different ways, but I'm just basically using what I have. Because I'm using more little tube bits here, I'm putting a stick inside it for a bit more structural security, because otherwise it is definitely going to fall apart when if I pick it up by the side. But this helps. Putting a stick inside it helps. Right, so we need one more up here to get to the point where we can reach it. Just get over the edges. We're basically just filling in gaps now, just outlining it. Now in here, using some little single round stud things up all the way, and then I have to choose whether I want maybe a flat on the top for this one, and then on this side, maybe I could use a little curved piece. No, I'm going to use a flat one. But on Bingo, I might try little curves, just make it a bit different. And we can use these for the stand. And look at that! Now we have got a perfect pixelated Bluey face. And I actually don't think it looks too elongated. I think it actually looks really recognizable and good. But I did have a go at making Bingo out of the one by one plates stacked in two, and this required some math. So I did this off camera. This was hard. I also had to find pieces that were really, some of them I don't have commonly in my collection, so I had to go and pinch them off other sets that I have. But this is what Bingo looks like if you make her out of, like, using two 1 by 1 plates per one square, and it just, I feel as though it just doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was hard for me to find the right pieces. So yeah, this is what we did. I just don't think I want to leave it like this. I think it's very cute, but she's not recognizable as Bingo. So let's go back and let's make Bingo the way we've made Bluey, so that they're a match pair. I think that the pattern I have is a little bit smaller than Bluey, so that will be just perfect. So let's do it. Let's find what we have. So the colors were a bit more of a challenge because the main color is medium nougat, which is fine, but the accent darker color is dark orange, and I don't have a lot of 1 by 1 dark oranges. So for the smile, I've used the dark tan color, and for that, like, you know how there was bright yellow on Bluey? I'm using the bright light yellow bricks for this too, because yeah, Bingo is a bit more tan. Bingo is a red healer, so I just love this. I love the variation. Got a dark brown snout with a little gold bit of, like, the accent reflection-y bit at the top of the snout. Eyes are nice and easy, except I'm starting to run low on 1 by 1 bricks, black bricks, because I've used so many in these combined projects. Oh my gosh. So I'm just using lots and lots of the little tube ones too, the round ones. They're all the same height, so it's fine, doesn't matter. Up the outside is where we're going to start coming unstuck, because I have 1 by 1 dark oranges, but not many of them. I have a whole heap of them that have got outward facing studs, and I actually did that on the other one with the holes facing the front and then covering them over with a little 1 by 1 flat tile, but I don't have many of those 1 by 1 tiles. I have like 8 of them, and I need lots and lots of these, so I'm actually just putting the little outward facing studs facing the back. So at the moment it's not sitting flat against my table while I'm building, which means it's going to bend a bit and I might break it as I'm going, but it'll be fine when it's upright because no one's going to see it, because they're going to be at the back. Okay, dark tan eyebrows, just like, actually that matches the mouth, and I don't know that I love that, but it's fine. It looks alright. It looks alright. I don't love the mouth. I'm going to leave it alone because the mouth's a long way away now. Okay, and now let's start putting our black outline on, which is the same idea as Bluey, but it's just a slightly different configuration because, yeah, Bingo's a slightly different shape. A little, like, bit longer down the bottom. Actually, I think we just took one line out of the pattern down the bottom and made Bingo a little bit shorter. Okay, all right, round we go, round the ears, and this time I'm going to have a little bit of a funsy bit at the top of the ears and use one of the little curved bricky things so that it just, like, kind of curves over the top, so that Bingo's ears are just a little bit less pointy, which is probably not really right for a healer, but that's all right. I just like it to be a little bit different. So standing Bingo up now on her little stand, and she's just that little bit shorter. Look how cute they are. I know that they're slightly elongated, but I think it looks really I don't think it's bad. I actually think that they look really, really cute like this. So now I've got my own little pixel art Bluey and Bingos that I can put on my bookshelf. I can put them next to the stuffies that I have of their husbands, of the garden gnomes. Got them from Hammer Barn. I was a bit thrilled. All right, let me know your thoughts on this project. Whether it's something you're going to have a go at yourself, sourcing the bricks themselves, it shouldn't be too hard, and you can just use different shapes and whatever ones you have. The colours are pretty important though. So yeah, colours are important, shapes less. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe, click the notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And yeah, check back in because more videos are coming up really soon. So I'll see you then. Bye.